Hey everyone, my name's Devin. I just want to take a quick second before we get started here to thank you guys so much for clicking on my video today. I'm not new to YouTube. I've been posting videos for years, but this is my brand new channel, so I really appreciate you guys taking the time to click on my thumbnail and check me out today. Let's get into it. Today we're talking about Eugenia Cooney, which is interesting because I've never felt like I could talk about her. I'm not even someone who makes commentary or discussion YouTube videos to begin with. The reason that I'm speaking about her today is because there's some new information that has come up as of 2 days ago. And I always felt like videos that were made about her were kind of like, I don't know, either presumptuous or attacking. Basically what people do or did before we had any new information about Eugenia was like, take the topic of Eugenia Cooney, try and find a unique mindset about it, pose the video as like some sort of new approach to the topic, but it never was. Every single time you click on a Eugenia Cooney video, it's always the same shit. Someone's angry, somebody is sad, or somebody is defensive. Everybody knew that that was perpetuating the problem, but they were making the videos anyway, and either collecting their AdSense or just trying to get their notoriety and popularity up. Which sucks. And I don't want to assume that about every YouTuber. But the topic was so dead that it just became apparent. Talking about Eugenia before we had any new information was the equivalent of sitting in a traffic jam in your car. You like sigh and you're frustrated because you're sitting in traffic. You don't think, I am part of the traffic. If I wasn't here, that would be one less car in this traffic jam, right? I think that we essentially clogged the interstate that is YouTube with all of these videos about her. So, as of 2 days ago, we got some new information. Eugenia uploaded a Twitter. She posted a really promising looking tweet saying that she was getting help for this from her doctor and working on it privately, and to respect that. So here's why this tweet was a big deal. Anybody who's seen a Eugenia Cooney video knows that she's extremely guarded when it comes to talking about anything below surface level. We're talking about makeup, we're talking about hair, we're talking about my dog Buzz. It's all great, it's all happy-go-lucky, but like the overall tone of the video is just like this sinister darkness that she will not get into. Since she is so guarded, and for years has been so hesitant, so avoidant of this topic, she finally posted a little glimmer that allowed us to see past that facade. And for somebody with a mental illness, it's really fucking hard to come out and just talk about your issues and your insecurities. This is probably her biggest demon, and she let us in a little bit. Her most recent video is the most shocking, shows her at her worst state ever, and this is why so many people have been coming out with new videos about her. I saw like a Greenwich, like Connecticut Times newspaper article online saying that like this local YouTube star has the community concern. Big names too, like PewDiePie fucking mentioned her. A lot of these people with like blue check marks are showing up in the comments of her latest video saying like, dude, enough is enough already. And I don't know what it was that snapped in her head to say like, all right, cool, let's go to a doctor, or let's tell people I'm going to a doctor. This segues me into my next point. Scrolling down that tweet and through the comments, I noticed two polar opposites as far as what people were saying. One is really good and the other one is not so good. Most of them, overwhelmingly, like a majority, were just congrats girlfriend, lots of gifs of people like, you know? And that's great. My eyes were kind of welling up, I'm not gonna lie. But then I would scroll a little further and I would see comments like this one, or like this one, or like this one, saying that she's just gonna come back and nothing will change. We're just gonna be betrayed again. We're gonna be given the runaround.
I hate this.
I hate these comments because who's the victim here? It's Eugenia. She has a disease. She has a disorder. And for people to comment on a tweet that probably took an immense amount of courage from her, saying that she's lying or that they don't trust that she's actually going to the doctor. Think about your darkest secret. How terrifying it would be to open up to the entire internet. You have 1.5 million eyes on you, and those are just her subscribers. And you finally get the courage after years of suffering to say those words and then to be met with like, oh, you're probably just lying. It's like, fuck you. You guys have been begging for her to say something like this, and now she's finally saying it. And there's a giant portion of you guys that are just like being like, well, I'll believe it when I see it. That's fair, but like, don't tell the girl that. You're begging for her to get better, but then like, you're gonna say something that could possibly trigger her to not, or to change her mind about seeing her doctor. I just think we gotta think before we comment. I'm not like the morality police, but like, if she really is going to see her doctor, so be it. And if she's not, okay. What are you afraid that your feelings gonna be hurt? At this point, it's not about that. It's about whether this girl lives or dies. If we're proven wrong, we can't get butthurt that we were like the fool. I just feel like it's so insulting and possibly triggering to suggest that this courageous tweet might just all be bullshit. And we're just gonna have to see. All we can do is watch. Right now, our job, if we really wanted her to get better, is not to talk about how she's probably gonna fail. Not okay. She's not gonna be a controversy anymore. She's gonna be a success story. That's what everyone's hoping for. If we were part of her finally realizing she needed to get some help, then we gotta keep being that support system. Okay. Fucking Onision. Oof. If you guys are not aware of Onision, then consider yourselves lucky. If you are, then this portion of the video is going to be hopefully entertaining. Onision, even before I knew he talked a shit ton about Eugenia Cooney, has just been my least favorite internet presence. He is narcissistic, hypocritical, changes his narratives just for his own convenience, and it's exhausting. I think he is so obsessed with Eugenia Cooney and making those videos about her because he sees her pattern, because he does it himself. He's also mentally ill and will not acknowledge it. Onision, I believe, is a sociopathic narcissist. Will never fucking say it, and will never admit to it, and will just continue to display the glaring traits of somebody with that diagnosis. His most recent video was congratulating Eugenia Cooney for about 5 seconds on her decision to go see a doctor. The whole rest of it was him praising himself and his fan base for intervening. He was like playing God in this video as usual and talking about how he was reaching out to all of her friends who knew her in real life. He just acted like this was like his tactics were some innovative intervention for her or something, and they never were. They were all over the place. His videos about her range from like really seriously pleading for her to get help to him making a fucking cooking show parody dressed up as her in like a really ratchet looking outfit and like talking in this fake high-pitched voice and like comparing her to the Crypt Keeper and shit. Now that she's admitted to getting help, he's posting screenshots of all his previous attempts on Twitter to reach out to her friends, acting like this was something that everybody should have been doing, that he's the only one to have done this. I don't know, he just seems like he thinks he's so edgy for like tweeting at Jacqueline Glenn. Like, fucking relax. You have no idea how difficult it is to talk to somebody who's over 18 with a disorder that's slowly killing them that they don't want to acknowledge. You can't do shit. And that is another one of the points that has just been beaten to death on YouTube. Good old fucking Onion Boy thinks that it's a new concept, and that blows my mind. I fucking hate him. In this video, he after he plays God and just fucking talks about how great he is for not making money off of these Twitter campaigns and for working so hard to save Eugenia, then trying to be self-aware, entitling his video, "You guys saved Eugenia." At the end of it, he starts to fake cry, which is cute. Starts to repeat thank you with like tears in his eyes because he can't, like, since he's a lizard person, he can't like pretend to feel emotion and also speak dialogue at the same time. It's like the two things just don't compute right. So he's just sitting there and he's like, "Thank you." Just thank you guys. And then he like gets up to turn the camera off, leaves the clip in of him turning the camera off, right? And he goes, like fucking sniffles. Oh my God, I hate him. So, the takeaway to this video, I feel like it was all over the place even though I had my notes written down. I think we should just congratulate Eugenia and move on. Watch Shane Dawson's new conspiracy documentary. Watch your other favorite train wreck YouTubers, like Onision or LaineyBot. Because if Eugenia's gonna come back healthy, we're gonna be pleasantly surprised. If she doesn't come back healthy, we're not gonna be surprised. And we don't need to talk about it now because it's only gonna hurt things. Thank you guys so much again for checking me out. It means a lot. And I'm excited to be back on YouTube. If you guys, by any chance, would ever like to see another video of mine again, it'd be sick if you hit subscribe. I'm starting from scratch here, so it would just be a big help. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.